So like you have the equator. What's this one? Does anybody know?
Nope.
Fuck.
Latitudinal, longitudinal, right?
I promised Tyler I wouldn't talk about piss or ottomans.
How about a little piss?
This arena right now. No.
Do you still shit your bed or do you wear diapers now?
I don't wear diapers. I outgrew.
Way too tight of a game.
You outgrew that? When was the last time that might have happened?
When I was 10 years old. You know, bedwetting is common in young children.
What's a good message to teach a kid not to bedwet?
If I had a kid and they were bedwetting, I would just buy them good ones. They're like diapers for kids that are potty trained. They wear them at night so that they don't wet the bed.
Big man blasters, 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 big man.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sundays with the Sprinkles. Tyler Sprinkle, Brandon Shanahan, Brett Sprinkle here as always. New background, Brandon. I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, we're cooking. We cooked up something.
I told him Rugrats theme, Tyler. I figured you'd like. I mean, I know we're both Rugrats guys, and Brandon kind of delivered.
That he did. Looks good.
I'm missing my boy Christopher Big Black Boykin, but you can't have everything you want when you switch formats. But we're trying something new. It's it's going to be a lot more integrated. It's going to be a lot more seamless. Hopefully, whenever we do the stream, do the editing and everything. So I'm excited. Brandon's put a lot of work into it behind the scenes. I think we started talking about it. What you brought it to my attention? About 3 weeks ago, and I think you've been working on it ever since. So how do you feel so far? 5 minutes in.
So far, so good. I wish it was live on Twitter. I don't know if it is, but I wish I knew that. But we're rolling with the punches. It'll be on YouTube tomorrow anyway, so forget all about it.
Yeah,
I think.
And like
as we get in, it'll get easier to tinker around with. I think we're in good shape.
I am a bit alarmed that I was not involved in the new talks for Equip Monk, but I'll get past that. I'll find in my heart to forgive you both for keeping me in the dark on this one.
Well, the sheer breadth of things that you're in the dark on would kind of make your head spin because Brandon and I are always scheming and plotting behind the scenes.
Yeah, I just wanted it to be a surprise. I wanted it to be like, ooh, voila.
Okay. Surprise it was. Sundays with the Sprinkles are here. Whoa. There's Tyler Cam. Damn, that boy Tyler. Sheesh.
That's me.
I pulled him up full screen. Wait, Tyler's boss? Yeah, I think you had the wrong headline on that. Wrong Tyler.
Wrong Tyler.
Speaking of that, we will have a guest later. Tyler's boss will join us. Before the show, I should have asked you for his credentials so that way I can give him a proper introduction, but I'll let you introduce him. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
You think you can handle that? It's kind of some Big J stuff. I don't know if you got the chops.
Yeah, probably not. I'm probably just going to say this is Tyler, and he likes the Yankees and Chiefs, and let that speak for itself.
I think that tells us everything we need to know about him. Actually.
Yeah, actually,
don't judge him. We'll let him come in here, explain himself.
Like he's literally my enemy.
See where the bandwagons collide, and we'll go from there.
He's literally he's my enemy. He's your enemy too, by the way.
Should be.
Oh yeah, I know. We talk about it all the
time. Yeah, so he'll be on. I mean, it is rivalry week in the NFL. That's what I think that's what we're going to name the episode, if nothing else. But because division matchups abound, it's pretender season. We're separating everybody out, and big game, Broncos Chiefs. We're going to find out if the Broncos are frauds or not. Spoiler alert: I don't know yet. Still haven't decided. I've been going back and forth in my head all week. But how's everything going, boys? I did see something about Edwin Diaz possibly signing sometime this week. It didn't happen yet, obviously. I told one of my coworkers that if he signed with the Braves, I would need to be somebody has to put eyes on me. Like I need to be on a list, whether it's whatever list that may be. but it hasn't happened yet. So we're still good. Still hope.
Yeah, I'd like to think that there's some kind of mindset in that clubhouse. Like, you don't sign with the enemy. You go somewhere else because people are going to pay you regardless. Like, they're that good. People are going to pay you. I find it hard to believe that the Braves and Phillies and stuff would be paying that much more over somebody else. So we'll see. We'll see how that all shakes out. We did open up talks with Pete. Scott Boras is a weirdo, by the way. I don't know if you saw his comments on Pete Alonso. Whole lot of P's in that press conference.
I came across a lot of those. A lot of where he's obviously just trying to be funny.
Yeah, and he's not funny. He's a douchebag weirdo, ruining the sport of baseball. Can't stand that guy. Unfortunately, he's good at his job where he used to be, and so now people just do bend over backwards and do what he says. But I think that's changing year after year, little by little. Yeah, he kind of monopolized baseball. I want these guys to get paid, but the way that he goes about it,
but under your terms, not their terms,
is kind of shitty. So, yeah.
So I mean, like you astutely pointed out earlier this week that there might never be another baseball game ever being played again because the owners and the players will never agree to another CBA. So none of this might not even matter. This might never matter again. So it's important to note. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be owners crying poor. I find it very hard to believe that they're losing billions of dollars as a league.
Well, that's what they said, though.
Of course they said that, yeah. Oh, woe is me, help me. Mm-hmm. I'm poor, please sign with me for pennies on the dollar. Which I get, it's a business. I understand. But also these guys are good, so pay them.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I mean, even if they do agree to a salary minimum, like what does that even look like? They have to change basically. I feel like you have to change a lot of the rules in order to get that done. And that's going to take a lot of haggling. So honestly, missing a year of baseball isn't out of the realm of possibility.
It would also have to be like a gradual situation. Because you can't just enforce an overall salary cap when the Dodgers are paying like $1 billion. Like you'd have to figure out some way to gradually lower and lower and lower until it's where you want it. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But that's why I'm not at the league office. So here we are.
That's why?
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
You been following any basketball so far this season?
I know the Nuggets are very good. Nikola Jokic is going to get robbed for another MVP for some reason. He just keeps getting better and better, which is
insane.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's really they gamble on card games now. I know that's a new revelation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, the mafia, the gambling scheme. That shit's crazy. What a wild story that was. The crime families are back, Tyler. Mafia big back. I'm actually surprised we haven't heard more about it from Dad, to be honest. I thought he'd be all over this.
Yeah. I don't think his Apple News or whatever he uses is caught up quite yet. So, might be another month or so.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at some fucking top headlines because it's been a long week. It's been kind of a boring week. Nothing really happened, at least on my end. Call of Duty came out. That's okay, I guess.
Yeah, it did. It looks fun. Hearing the pro players talk about it, sounds like it's going to be a pretty good year. I'm interested to see what they do with. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but there's things called gentleman agreements or GAs. So Call of Duty sets rules like you can use this gun or you can use this equipment or you can't use this gun or this equipment. So they have a baseline of rules, and then the pros sit there and decide, oh, this gun's way too powerful or this equipment is way too powerful. We're going to just agree as a group to not use this. And they kind of follow those rules as a group. It's really kind of annoying and boring to me. Like Brandon, I think we talked about it with like snipers and smoke grenades and stuff. It just adds another wrinkle to the game that you don't get anymore because they're too afraid of them. So I'm interested to see what they come up with in that term. Yeah, it should be an exciting year.
I mean, I'm stoked for that. Should we talk about the fact that the streets of Los Sueños have never been dirtier because the boys just haven't had the gumption, haven't had the guts to get back out there and fight the good fight in weeks, almost a month now.
It's been a tough couple of weeks for the folks of Los Sueños, but I think they understand. I
don't think they do. I think they're dead. That's why they don't understand, because they're just dead because we're not there.
Nebraska's been playing late games as of late. You know,
what happens when the Big Ten spans the entire country, I guess, you know?
Yeah, like that game last night in Minnesota and Oregon. The game didn't get over till like midnight.
I didn't even know that game was on. I was watching Clemson, South Carolina. That was a sneaky good game. I don't think so. I sat down at a bar. I saw it was 19-18. Clemson was punting it away with 37 seconds left. South Carolina had 0 timeouts. I don't think that they came down and kicked a field goal, but I was wondering if you guys know if they did.
I was probably in bed by then.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Did Clemson win last night?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
They did. Louisville had the ball.
It was Louisville, not South Carolina. Maybe that's why you guys don't understand what the fuck I was saying.
Like the 30-yard line to go up. They tried to kick a field goal and they missed it. With like a minute 20 left. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's their own goddamn fault then.
Yes.
Brett, how tapped in are you with the ACC this year?
How tapped am I?
Yeah.
1. I know it exists.
Did you know that there's a very real chance that they do not get a single team into the college football playoff?
I thought the ACC always gets an automatic bid. I thought
Not
it was
so
one of those
fast.
conferences gets an automatic bid.
Not so fast. It is top 5 highest ranked conference champions.
Okay.
So in a world where the ACC champion is not one of those top 5 teams, they don't, unless they have a wild card team on the back end, they don't qualify for one of those 5 bids. And we're looking at that scenario because right now the 2 favorites to go to the ACC championship are Georgia Tech, who's got 1 loss. They play Georgia. They're in good shape. If Georgia Tech wins, none of this matters. But then they also have Duke, who's 5-4, also very likely to make the ACC championship game because most of their losses came out of play. So now we're looking at a situation where if Duke wins the ACC championship, JMU runs the table, probably going to get the Big Ten, SEC, Big 12, AAC with North Texas, Memphis, whoever comes out of that league, and then JMU. They're 12-1. They're going to be ranked higher than Duke.
That's fun. I like that.
That shit.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
And I think it kind of poo-poos the Big Ten's playoff format where you're automatically allocating bids based on conference. The Big Ten gets 4, SEC gets 4, Big 12, ACC get 2. If you're looking at this year, you're like, I don't want 2 ACC teams by any stretch of the imagination.
You know, the way I look at this whole thing is, if you're not invited to the dance, you're kind of hoping and wishing that somebody does go in there and take a dump on the dance floor. You know what I mean? And this is the dump that we're looking for.
I mean, year 2, the expanded format, it's turning into chaos. Sounds like.
Yeah,
all those big boosters in the big conferences shaking in their boots.
We're surely getting 18 teams here pretty soon.
That we are, and that's such a goddamn bummer.
Or 24 or whatever. Could be fun.
It's
just skip ahead. Just expand it to 64 and skip the regular season and just make it all a fucking single elimination tournament.
That would be kind of sick.
Dude,
Might as
week
well.
1, you just drop it. Iowa loses to Iowa State week 2, and they're just fucking done for the year. They can't play football
Alabama would
anymore.
have been done by
Oh,
getting
yeah.
shit pumped by Florida State.
Oh,
we would have been
man,
alive
yeah.
for 3 weeks.
What a
That
3
would've been
weeks that would have
sick.
been.
Yeah. Can you imagine
Hey,
how
did we-
life or death those games are? Holy
Did we just
shit.
fix college football?
No shot. We're also.
Uh,
I also kind of feel like the scientist in the natural disaster movies when the world's about to collapse. And I've been warning people this entire time, and now the president's like, "Oh, shit's getting bad," because the Big Ten and SEC championship games are on paper should be electric, 1v2, 3v4, electric factory, and they're not gonna mean a goddamn thing, and nobody's gonna give a shit, and it's gonna be a dog water weekend. Big 12 is gonna be fun, ACC is gonna be interesting, but the marquee matchups are gonna be so watered down. It's gonna be a disaster.
Sir, Miami just lost a second game.
oh, do we have sound effects for breaking news?
No shot.
There's a word on the street that James Franklin is closing in on a deal to be Virginia Tech's next head coach. I got that bump alert right before we came on today. Virginia Tech in early talks with James Franklin. Sources. So, I mean, he goes from a state school to a technical school. I guess, he's following the path of true Americans today. Is like, hey, you don't need to get a college education. Go to a vocational school and learn a trade. And that's what James Franklin's doing. He's learning a trade.
I just don't know how that's going to work. Like, they can't have that much money.
I just feel like he could do better, right?
Yeah.
Especially like in this coaching cycle, like
there's a lot of
trying
jobs.
to go somewhere where there's no pressure. Like, wow, they're Virginia Tech. It doesn't matter.
He's just trying to revive the program, program that Vic built.
He just loves Enter Sandman.
Which honestly,
could be sick.
That could be the case. That could be the case. But yeah, no, you're right. Like what? Florida's open. Florida State's going to be open. If it's not open already, I don't know. Off the top of my head.
Well, and then there's also going to be a lot of other jobs. Like I'm sure Missouri's going to be open.
State.
I'm sure Ole Miss is probably going to be open. Like those kind of jobs too.
I really don't see Lane Kiffin leaving. You do?
I think there's going to be so much fire under him in terms of like opportunity that he might not have the balls to say no to some of these opportunities.
I don't know. I think Ole Miss is a good spot for him right now. Honestly, only because like those uniforms are kind of sick, and it's like, yeah, I couldn't imagine him anywhere else right now. That's my
screen share format. We got 2 Bretts.
Whoa! Oh!
Ayo!
So we're cooking. We got something.
So what was the deal for him? Like he had to get a TV job, or else he didn't get his buyout. Does he have to make a minimum salary to get his buyout? Like, I gotta
imagine it's just something like market rate. Like you can't just take a mega discount.
Because I mean, to Tyler's point. Like, I don't think Virginia Tech has that much money. That's one of the reasons why I would think he's going to Virginia Tech.
Could be.
Just really wants to live in Blacksburg, Virginia.
I mean, it'd be a home run for Vatech. All of a sudden, he becomes the best coach in the ACC.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy. So we don't like Cristobal down there in Miami.
He's fine. He's a really good recruiter. But
what about Dabo Sweeney?
I think
best coach in the country.
I think
he's a true coach.
Likely to come open than Ole Miss.
Oh, dude! Like I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's still there. Honestly, like I don't like Dabo that much. If I'm being completely honest, I don't like what he's about. I don't like the way he coaches. I don't like the way he recruits. He's just kind of boring. He's kind of a boring guy.
I don't think that's a very hot take.
Nah, okay, good. I wasn't trying to be controversial. I was trying to follow the pack. So swim upstream, swim downstream.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Talking to Tyler about this division, I think sometimes we forget as a Broncos fan, they haven't won this division in so long. And we were trying to figure it out yesterday, and I don't know if we figured it out. 12 years, or is it at least 11 years, right?
I think 2015 is the last time we won it.
The Broncos did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
the year we
the
won the Super Bowl.
year.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, 2015. So, I mean that's a massive just baggage for teams to think about and motivation. So I think, to me, a team not to kind of come into the preview for this week, but I think sometimes those narratives, like on a national scale, we forget about those narratives. Like there's nothing more, even if the Broncos don't win the Super Bowl this year, or even if they lose in the first round, if they win the division, that's huge for a Broncos like organization wide in that conference.
And that also bodes well for you down the stretch, because the Broncos and even the Chargers are thinking about, we got to win this division. We got to finally stop the reign of terror that the Chiefs have been putting on this division for so long.
Yeah.
So it leads to them being a little more nervous in games, and it bodes well for you because you guys have been there for so long. So it's just another day at the office for you guys, where everybody else is trying to change the narrative on that.
It's actually really funny. I saw a poll that the Dan Le Batard show put out, and it was this was a couple weeks ago, and it's like, are the Broncos chasing the Chiefs for the AFC West title, even though they're 2 games ahead of them? And I just thought it was a really funny question, and the answer is yes. The answer is 100% yes.
Yeah,
and they shouldn't be doing that. Like, no team should be doing that. Just play your schedule and just play it out. And I think go week to week, and don't. I mean, I know that's obvious, but I think we see that it's a bigger deal, or a rival, or a divisional game, or whatever. They just flop. I mean, I don't know what it is, whether it's the coaching or the players or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we can push ahead to this week. We already mentioned Patriots Jets. Patriots take that game pretty much with ease. They didn't look great the entire time. Of course, fucking Trevor Murphy has. You know what's funny is I was like, Trevor's too dumb to have Trayvon Henderson. Yeah, and I was like, there's no way. It's like, so there's no way I'm playing him this week. There's no fucking way. Nobody. And then I just look at my fucking team yesterday while I'm setting my lineup. I was like, that motherfucker that guy scored 32 points in his flex.
Oh, yeah.
Like, fuck me.
Another thing about Tyler is fantasy football savant. So, yeah.
Savant
sounds like it's news to him.
I did grow up watching the Stump the Schwab show back in the day.
Oh, hell yeah.
What a
great show. Fuck yeah.
Shout out to the Schwab. I mean,
shout out Schwab.
My goodness. Is that guy still alive? I haven't heard about him in a while. Somebody better check in on him.
Brandon, can you check in on him?
Recently. Yeah, hey Brandon, can you do a live check of pulse check on the Schwab? I do think he passed actually not too long ago. I do remember some tributes. I want to say maybe a couple years ago.
Yeah, so a lot of that old school, like late 90s, early 2000s ESPN people are gone. It's a brutal. Hey, I'm wondering who are the top. I was thinking about this last couple days. Like, who are the top 3 or 4 teams in the NFL right now? Through last week.
Tyler, you go ahead.
Yeah. So no particular order.
And not to stop you, I don't want to. But this is the genesis of this question is, like, who do we know are really good? Because there's been all this chaos, right? I mean, like, who do we know that's actually legitimately good? And we were confident in that.
Yeah, again, no particular order. I'm going to say the Seahawks are a top 4 team.
Wow.
Sam Darnold looks really good. Their defense is awesome. They finally figured out how to play at home. For some reason, that was something they couldn't do early in the year.
Yeah, yesterday you said that you'd rather have Bo Nix than Sam Darnold, but go ahead.
I would.
Yeah, I would too.
Brett, we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I would say the Patriots are a top 4 team right now. Drake May just looks unstoppable. Even in bad games, as Brett mentioned on Thursday, he still looked really good. And the glow up that Travion Henderson has finally had in this late in the season is because he kind of has fresh legs and he's able to go out there and do what he does. I I mean, I would like to say the Colts because I feel like the way that they run their offense, it bodes well for continuing the success that they have because they run the ball and they just do it really well. And then probably the Rams. I put them in the top 4.
So you want to know what's really fucking crazy, Tyler? You want to know what's wild? Is there's one team with the best record in the entire league, more wins than anybody else in the league, and you didn't say their name once.
I don't know who it is. Who is
Yeah,
it?
you do. Look at your screen, dickhead.
Look at my screen. The Broncos, they don't have the best record in the league.
They do. They're 8-2. Nobody else has more than 7 wins except for the Broncos. So egg on your face, pal.
Sure,
I'm literally looking at the schedule right now.
Well, but I don't think that they're the best team. I don't think they're a top 4 team. And we've been talking about that all year.
I'm in agreement. Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with you. I was just giving you shit.
The Patriots are 9-2. Dummy.
And Indianapolis is 8-2 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. In my defense, I don't read well. That's why it took me so long to graduate college. All right. So my top 4 pretty much similar to Tyler's, except for I'm going to make one kind of. I just really believe in this team, and I really fucking like this team. But Seahawks, Colts, Rams are my top 3. No particular order. I really like the Buccaneers, though. I really like the Buccaneers. I like their defense. I like everything they do. I love Baker Mayfield. They've had a lot of injuries. They might get healthy by the end of the season. And if they do, that defense is really fucking good. And I think they might be able to win a few games when it come January, February.
Yeah, see, I hate that.
This is two different. Like, I think there's one question is who's the best 4 teams right now? Who are the teams that I would be most confident in? Who could win a Super Bowl? Like, would those 4 teams change over the 4 teams that could win a Super Bowl, or would you still have those teams for this year?
I think it would change. Because like we just said, the NFL is a week-to-week league. Like, if the Buccaneers lose one more, the Colts go on a 2-game losing streak, or if you ended the season today,
if you ended the season today and the playoffs started today, and unfortunately the Chiefs are out, but we end the season today, that's kind of what I'm thinking of. Is like, I just don't trust. I agree with Seattle. I just don't trust Darnold playoffs. So like, I would have Philly in there over the Seahawks just because I trust the Eagles to make a run where I don't trust it. Despite the same thing I said about the Seahawks, I would keep New England in there because I think with the coaching staff and just the way they're built, it's crazy. Same thing with Indy. I just feel like the way they're built, they don't have to change. Daniel Jones doesn't have to be good. I think a team that doesn't have to have their quarterback be good and still win, I think is a good recipe. If you have to rely on your quarterback throughout the year, like the Bills right now, the Bills, if Josh Allen has a game like last week, the Bills are going to exit. And so I think that there's safer bets, but also you have teams like the Bills or the Chiefs with their quarterback could go out and win any game at any time against anybody. And so kind of one of those high floor or high ceiling, low floor situations. So.
Yeah, I really wanted to go with
that. Sorry, Bray, just one quick thing. I would probably take out the Colts if we're talking about that situation.
Daniel Jones.
There's just something that doesn't quite feel right about that team. Like, I can look at them and I could tell that they're a good team, but come that playoff run, I don't know if they're that good. And getting Sauce Gardner is a huge bump to that defense. I just don't quite believe in them yet.
Yeah.
So I would remove them. But your point about the Eagles, I think the dysfunction of that team has to catch up with them at some point.
Yeah.
Like, they can't just keep kicking the can down the road with A.J. Brown being seemingly a cancer in that locker room, right?
No, he fucking hates it there. Yeah. I've never seen someone hate winning so much in my entire life.
That's got to catch up to them at some point. But with that said, I still think that the Eagles are a good team, but I wouldn't say that they're top 4 right now.
Oh, by the way, you guys missed it. I must have cut out. I said the best record playing on Sunday. That's what I said. Yeah. So I mean, the Patriots played on Thursday, and the Colts are on a bye. So best record playing on Sunday is what I said. Brandon heard it. He can replay the sound for you. Brandon, what do you think? Who are your top four, man? You've been kind of quiet over there.
I mean, it's hard. Just like Tyler Boss has said, it's a nuanced conversation because it is a different conversation. Who are the best four teams right now, and who are the best four teams come championship time? It's hard not to put the Chiefs in that latter conversation just with their recent history. But then on the flippity flop, it's hard not to put the Seahawks and the Colts in that other conversation, in that other bucket. I still am hoping that the Broncos pull it out and go back into the other bucket, but we'll see how it plays out. The Rams.
I mean, that is a championship defense.
Yeah.
If Sean Payton can pull his head out of his ass play calling wise, that is a championship defense.
Yeah, if we're just going on like my imagination, the Broncos absolutely top 4 team in the NFL. It's just so tough to have this conversation mid-November.
And you know who we're kind of disrespecting a little bit? We're kind of disrespecting the Lions. Thank you. Yes, the Lions. 100% the Lions. Because, they have a 6-3 record. Yeah, they've dropped some games, that they probably should have won. Like, they probably should have beat the Vikings. They're still going to be a really good fucking team come January.
So the reason I didn't say the Lions is
because you hate Jared
Dan Campbell took over play calling for the offense. I don't know what that looks like. So it's hard for me to sit here and say, oh, they're still a really good team, because I don't know how Dan Campbell is with play calling. He had a really good game against the Commanders, but they aren't very good. So it's a good starting point for Dan Campbell. But I'd like to see a couple more games under his belt calling plays before I'm ready to anoint them a top 14.
And that's never good. Like, when's the last time a head coach took over play calling and that was a great team and they ended the year well? It's usually a dysfunction situation. But I mean, they got a great track record of coordinators though. No. I mean, look at the coordinators' history. So
because I don't think that they were playing poorly on offense. So to take away play calling duties from somebody it seemed like it was very fast. Like, it was a very short rope, and he just said, "I'm doing it. This is my team. I'm taking it over."
Yeah.
So
being decisive, dude.
The thing with the Broncos is, like, if the Patriots weren't 9-2 and now have the easiest schedule left in the NFL, the Broncos would have a legitimate shot at getting the number 1 seed in the AFC, which would be massive for them. So it's just, unfortunately, the year they're having an incredible season, the Patriots, I don't think there's any shot the Broncos are going to chase down the Patriots for the number 1 seed. And if they could have got a first-round bye, I'd be like, whoa, take that defense into the second round of the playoffs and let's get frisky, But it's their job. They're playing round 1 against – they're not going to be happy about playing. So,
also, Brandon, Tyler went fishing for some Chiefs love, and you bit so hard. So, congratulations.
I'm incredible.
Yeah, like nobody said the Chiefs fucking once, and I asked Brandon one question. You can't get the fucking Chiefs dick out of his mouth. My God, man.
You're supposed to leave the Chiefs off a championship conversation. All I've seen the last 5 years.
No.
Well, to Brandon's point, do you know who became the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl last night or yesterday?
Last night? Okay. Ooh.
Kansas City Chiefs. They became the favorite in DraftKings.
What doesn't make sense about that, I've been thinking about that. I think that it's possible that it's just, obviously it's just a gambling Vegas money thing. People like to see it, and it's so early, and it's gonna change. But I think it's possible that in 4 or 5 weeks from now, the Chiefs could have a better record and a better playoff seeding, but they'd be worse odds for the Super Bowl. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know how the Chiefs are the favorite to win the Super Bowl, and that's coming from the biggest homer Chiefs fan all time.
In my defense, I only because Adams posted on X, so I would have never known. So yeah, I always stay glued to the news source. You know what I mean, as it is.
Yeah.
But let's get talking about this week's slate of games. Starting off with the Madrid game, which I can't wait to sleep through, but I'm excited to see the highlights because I think it's going to look really cool. The Commanders and Dolphins, both 3-7 teams playing at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I think this is going to be a fun game. to be honest with you guys. I think it's going to be a really fun game. Dolphins coming off a big win against a division rival. Commanders have gotten blown out, I think, 4 or 5 straight games, which I think is the first time in NFL history that's happened to an NFL team. So, yeah, I think there's going to be some fireworks for sure.
And speaking of coordinator changes, Dan Campbell takes over as the defensive play caller.
It's true.
As we just mentioned, that's always a great sign, right? So, but I don't think there's any saving this defense.
It's always a good head coach move, though. It's like you give yourself play calling duties so you can give them away later and say, "Hey, look, I'm giving up the reins." You know, like I'm man enough to do this.
Playing chess.
Yeah. 4 dimensions.
I don't know. These overseas games are always so weird. Thankfully, last week we had a really good one in Berlin. Jonathan Taylor
Didn't
just going
see a
nuts.
single fucking highlight of that. It's not that it wasn't a good game. It's just
I mean, I can walk you through that. Imagine Jonathan Taylor running for a long touchdown, and then just replay that 5 to 6 times.
Want to see me do it again?
Yeah. And that's the game.
Yeah, Oh, did you see some of the drills that the Commanders were running in practice, by the way? Did you guys see that clip?
No.
Brandon, can you please find it? You just search Commanders practice clip. It's so funny. And I will be honest, I did see this on Pardon My Take last night, but it's like an offense versus defense. They were just running over bags, or like I don't even know what they were doing, but they were just all 30 guys on defense versus all 30 guys on offense. They were just doing these drills, and there was no rhyme or reason to it. And then one team just started celebrating, and like that's who won. But I don't know how or why they won. It didn't make any sense.
While Brandon's looking that up, I will talk about this game a little bit. I find it very hard to trust Tua Tagovailoa. I can't get my head around him being even a decent quarterback. It helps when you can just throw the ball up to Jalen Waddle. Devon Achan's really good.
So like, you have the equator. What's this one?
Jalen Waddle's really good.
But
that's about it.
Nope.
But
what's
also
the opposite
Commanders
of the
stink.
equator?
I don't know.
Latitudinal, longitudinal, right? I don't
Something
know
like that. Yeah.
I don't know what the actual equivalent is. Yeah.
My question was just going to be: do you think Tua Tagovailoa looks normal throwing as a lefty in Spain better than he does in America?
So
you
it's
know what
like
I mean? Because he's across that line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in Australia, the toilets go the other way, right?
Exactly. Yeah, type shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah,
like it doesn't look as weird over there.
So maybe they just keep him on the roster. So anytime they go overseas to play, he just is the starting quarterback.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I would do.
All right, I'm here for it.
He's going to be really good. He's going to be really good. Brandon, have you found it yet?
No.
Producer chat. Hey, chat. Can you roast this man in the chat?
Mariota is still playing, right? Daniels is? Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he won't be playing for a while. I wonder if Terry McLaurin is playing. I don't think he exists anymore.
I don't think he is either.
Oh, that's
here, I'm looking at the injury report.
Broken arm.
Actually, Terry's not on the injury report, so he might play. From what I'm seeing,
yes,
here.
He is. He's out. Quadriceps.
That's interesting. So I'm seeing Treylon Burks. I'm seeing Jaden Daniels. Zach. It's not that I don't believe you. It's just I don't know why this isn't correct from NFL.com. Ertz, Harris, Jackson, Cajo, Luvu, Maggie, and nothing else. So that's weird. All right. So yeah, no. Basically, all their good players are out, but I still like the Commanders in this game. I mean, they got to win one eventually.
Well, they also don't have any corners.
That's tough. That is tough.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what? Mariota hasn't been bad this season for them.
No, but I feel like to play with this defense, you have to be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me the Dolphins.
I don't disagree.
Give me the Dolphins and give me them to cover.
What's the spread?
Are
you just saying shit to say it? Like, we don't even know the spread.
No, it's 2.5. I was looking at the injury report. I had to pull it back up.
I do have to start Rodriguez, though, in fantasy, and I'm a little terrified.
Welcome.
Yeah. Tyler, who you got?
I'm gonna take Commanders.
Let's go.
I don't think the Dolphins are going to show up in this with all the shenanigans and the way their team culture is. I just don't think the culture of that Miami team, led by their head coach, bodes well for these overseas games. Doesn't strike me as the most structured outline of a organization to deal with it. So I just think too many distractions, and coming off a big win, I don't think that confidence is going to translate into much of anything for them. So,
Mike McDaniel always just looks sad anytime I see him anymore. There's no pep in his step. Brandon, I'm sending it to you. I found it.
I got it.
How did I find it this fucking fast?
Well, okay. Well, what'd you look up?
I searched Commanders practice drill.
All right. This better be the most entertaining piece of content of all time.
It's not entertaining, but you're going to be dumbfounded. You rewind it. This is the end. Now you know who won. Spoiler alert, dude. So look at them. That's offense versus defense. They're not even doing. I don't even know what they're doing with these bags. They're running all over each other. They're not doing the same thing. And then one team just starts celebrating. The opposition just starts celebrating. What did they win?
Wow, incredible!
That was great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm happy I saw that.
Yeah,
me too. All right, moving on back across the pond to good old USA. Starting off, Falcons versus the Panthers.
Yuck.
I think this is going to be a fun game. The 5-5 Panthers versus the 3-6 Falcons. Panthers kind of frisky. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but they're in a good spot right now. Falcons need a win. Falcons are one of the most disappointing teams from a skilled standpoint, right? In the past couple of years, they've been so disappointing.
I mean, they have superstar athletes everywhere, but they can't win games. They have Bijan, they have Kyle Pitts, they have Drake London, just some great athletes, but it does not translate to winning football, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think what gets overshadowed about that big Colts game last week is the Falcons should have won that game despite all the Jonathan Taylor yards and everything that happened. They blew that game. I mean, the Falcons should have won. So
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
back-to-back weeks too. They should have beat the Patriots.
Little missed field goal action, or extra point.
Is Bryce Young getting there? Is he kind of?
I thought you were going to ask if he's getting taller. I was actually wondering the same thing.
It seems like it, right? He's standing a little taller.
He gets extra long cleats.
Oh man, he's got a little juice going. I think 5-5 for the Panthers is a good start.
Yeah,
I think if Rico Dowdle doesn't rush for 150 yards, that team is fucked. Yeah. And I think that's just where the Panthers offense is.
Sounds like the same thing with the Bills, though, with James Cook. So
that's true.
I agree. I think the Falcons are going to win this game. Personally, I think they're favored to do so, but I think they will. I don't think the Panthers are good. I think the Falcons show up every once in a while. Divisional game. Give me the Falcons here.
And you got to expect them to be a little pissed because they got boat raced the first time they played.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Tyler, do you want to know which one of your friends told me that Bijan Robinson's the most talented running back in NFL history?
Who's
this
that?
Week? 2 days ago?
Brooke.
I'll give you one guess. Yeah, actually, Brooke. Yeah. I was like, well, I mean, NFL history is kind of crazy. He's only been I don't know if he's been. I think we're forgetting about LaDainian Tomlinson. I think we're forgetting about the fact that Jonathan Taylor is just alive and be rushing like the MVP right now. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's really early to anoint him. But I'm with you, Tyler. Give me the Falcons.
It's like the Justin Herbert. What if? What if Bijan was just awesome? I'll go the opposite. I'll take the Carolina Panthers.
Always fucking going the opposite way. Wait, Brandon, did you pick a winner of the last game?
No.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Go ahead. What do you see Ted doing?
I think Ted goes crazy.
You always think Ted goes crazy.
Feed him.
You're addicted to Ted going crazy. You have a problem.
Legacy game.
Wait, Brandon, who's winning the Commanders-Dolphins game?
Commanders.
So Tyler, you're gonna see this as a common theme. We have to fucking just scratch and claw to get a fucking answer out of Brandon sometimes for what team he wants to win.
Who's your? Just so I know, I should have already asked this. Are you guys all Broncos fans collectively?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Broncos.
Yeah, you're
right.
deep behind enemy lines right now.
Yeah,
That's
buddy.
fine.
Get ready to learn.
Nay.
Get ready to learn altitude, buddy.
Altitude.
Okay,
Wait,
so we're in
Brandon.
agreement there.
Panthers, Falcons.
Falcons.
Okay. So actually, I took the Panthers. So we're not in agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bucks Bills. Still teams 6-3. Both teams coming off a loss. When I look at this game, like who needs it more? I think they both need it equally. The Bills really have to fucking win one of these though. Like they just beat the Chiefs, the Buccaneers. They dropped the past couple games. They drop into 6-4 would be tough, but that division is, you know what I mean? Like I don't know who needs it more.
I think the Bills need it more.
Because if the Panthers do beat the Falcons and the Buccaneers lose to the Bills, the Panthers are a half game behind them for first place. And I think that they played twice still, if I'm not mistaken.
But there is a higher probability of the Bucs being able to win that division than the Bills have to win that division.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with that. Yeah, and like as it stands, yeah, you're right. The Patriots already kind of run away with it, so yeah, they're going to be a wild card team. There's a lot of other good teams, all of the Chiefs, vying for wild card spots. So yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah, they still play the Panthers twice, week 16, week 18.
I'd love for the Bills to lose, but man, I think they will. I think it'll be close. I like the Bucs a lot too, and in the way that they're playing, it's going to be a statement game. If the Bills do lose, I think they've lost hope for their division. So what are they playing for? They're just kind of having to get through the rest of the year to get to the playoffs and survive. But I think the Bills will have enough motivation here to get over the edge. They're not 6.5 though. Is a lot.
Yeah, that's insane. Actually,
I would take the Bucs at the points for sure. I won't be betting, but if I was, I would take the points.
Sports gambling illegal in Nebraska, right now?
You have to go
Illegal.
to a casino.
It's illegal. Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Still illegal.
Damn.
I've been saying it all year. I don't like the Bills. I don't think they're very good. Give me the Bucs. I mean, they have playmakers everywhere on offense. Their defense, as you mentioned, Brett, really, really solid. I think they're big enough up front to stop James Cook. They're good enough on the back end to not allow it's not Keon Coleman. That guy stinks. So Khalil Shakir, I guess, is your only hope on the offensive side for the Bills at wide receiver. I don't see them winning this game. As you mentioned, Tyler, it's 6.5 is wild. I don't understand how the Bills are favored 6.5 against anybody right now. So give me the Bucs.
So let me walk you through the Bills' remaining schedule. So if they lose this game, they have to go at Houston, top 3 defense, at Pittsburgh, then they play the Bengals, then they go at New England, then they go at the Browns, 2 more top 5 defenses, then they play the Philadelphia Eagles, and they end the season against the New York Jets. If the Bills lose this game, it's not out of the realm of possibility that they miss the playoffs. So I think that they have to win this game, and that's why I'm going to pick them.
Okay.
Wow.
Brandon?
And that Bengals, sorry, just one more point. That Bengals game could be Joe Burrow.
Burrow back, yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
So it's like that's not a given game, even though the Bengals have the worst defense ever.
So bad. So I mean, that game's going to be 45-42. I don't know which one's going to have 45, but it's going to be a high scoring game for sure.
Bills.
Thank you, Brandon.
All right. I'm on the opposite again.
Wow. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
I will say, so that's the one thing I always loved it when, the NFL Network, game day show, whenever they do have a lone wolf, they put on the wolf hat and just howl. Yeah, always good. Always good TV. Next game, Jags Chargers, rematch of that wild card game where the fucking Chargers dropped, just cost me so much goddamn money. I thought they had it in the bag and they just fucking lose to the goddamn Jaguars in the last second field goal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 5-4 Jaguars against the 7-3 Chargers. Chargers come off a beatdown of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Whoever a fan of that team's an idiot. And then the Jacksonville Jaguars really need a win here because they have been scuffling of late. I still like the Chargers here.
So I have a question.
Sure.
Is Trayvon Walker the worst number 1 overall pick in NFL history?
He's definitely the least identifiable because I always forget that he's a number 1 overall pick.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you have like Jamarcus Russell and all those guys too.
Yeah.
Does he even play?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. I'll say the Jaguars are not good, and I'm ashamed to tell you that as a Chiefs fan, as I lost to them. But I kind of what you were talking earlier, Tyler, about the Bills. I feel that way very strongly about the Jags. I do not think this is a good football team at all. I don't see it. I don't think I think we're done with Trevor Lawrence. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is good. He can do all the things that there's not. Of course, Daniel Jones is having a great year, but I don't see that big of a difference between Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones of the Giants. He can do something with his legs. He can do it, but the Jaguars have no business winning this game. If the Chargers are good at all, the Chargers will kill the Jags in this game. And the Chargers are right up there. They know that the Broncos are kind of a little bit on the edge, and the Chargers could pull this thing out in the division too. So more motivation for the Chargers, and I think they're going to get it done.
I think the big difference, though, between the Jags and the Bills is the Bills cosplay as a good team.
Yeah.
The Jags don't. They have one feather in their cap, and that's the win against the Chiefs. After that historical breakdown last week against the Texans, I don't see them winning this game, so I'm going to go to the Chargers. But I will say Trevor Lawrence is going to be a great – let's see. Who needs a quarterback? He's going to be an awesome Miami Dolphin next year.
New York Jet.
That too.
Ooh, or he just goes back to Clemson and he just quarterbacks for them again. Dabo
another year.
Strings. Yeah. Brandon.
Jaguars.
All right. Moving on. Another one of those divisional matchups we've been talking about. Bears Vikings. This is where you got to ask yourself: are the Bears a good team?
Well, are the Vikings a good team?
Yeah, I mean this is a good team. Are they a good team off?
I don't know. This one's
4-5 Vikings at home, 6-3 Bears. Bears have won a couple. They beat a couple bad teams like the Bengals. Like I said, their defense is ass. They almost blew that. They did come back and beat the Russell Wilson second half led New York Giants, which Russell Wilson coming to that game was the best thing ever happened to the Bears. Oh my God! I just remembered, dude, Jameis Winston started. I can't wait to talk about the Giants. Oh my God! But back to the Bears. So yeah, are the Bears a good team? Are the Vikings a good team? I think this is what we're going to find out. I honestly don't know. I think the Vikings honestly might be better than the Bears. I think the Bears are being favored off of just a bad schedule that they're playing.
I think give the ball to Kyle Monungai, get out of the way, throw it to Rome a bunch.
DeAndre Swift.
I'm much more confident in Caleb Williams being able to run a clean game than I am with JJ McCarthy running a clean game.
You mean 9?
Yes, 9, excuse me. His alter ego. It's the big thing is it seemingly loves to just force feed Jay Jettis. So if the Bears can just bracket cover him the entire game, I think that the Bears have a really good shot at winning this game and winning it by double digits.
I'm going to take the Vikings. I like the Vikings. I trust their coaching staff here. I think the Bears, like you said, have beat up on some bad teams, and it's 2.5, which I think it smells about right. I'm going to take the Vikings by just a point or two to edge them out. This is at the Vikings too. Yeah, home.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that as the edge. I think. what's his name? The Vikings coach. I've lost his name. Kevin. What is it?
O'Connell.
O'Connell. I think he's a phenomenal coach.
Yeah,
I truly respect the heck out of that guy. There's only a couple coaches in the NFL that I respect more than that guy. I think he gets it done despite injury and all the stuff the Vikings have been through. I think he's done a phenomenal job, and so I'm going to take the Vikings by a few here. I don't believe in the Bears at all.
Interesting. So, do we think that Brian Flores gets a job next year?
I think Vance Joseph gets a job before Brian Flores gets a job.
Correct.
But with the lawsuit, is he unhireable now as a head coach?
He's not unhireable. He'll get another job. I just don't think he gets a job this year.
So the Flores lawsuit you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was like a Joseph lawsuit I didn't know about.
Oh no.
other than being like a Cornhusker or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that? Well, obviously you did since you just mentioned it. But
I assume the Josephs have been Husker adjacent for a while, so I assume that he played. I don't know that. I didn't know that for a fact.
Wait, Vance Joseph played for the Huskers?
No. Mickey Joseph and Vance Joseph are brothers, and Mickey Joseph was the interim head coach for the previously Scott Frost led Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Oh, so neither of them played at Nebraska. They
No.
just were on the staff with Scott.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, Mickey
I miss the
Joseph
Scott
played,
Frost Huskers.
What'd you say, Brandon?
Mickey Joseph played at Nebraska, I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought he was a Colorado guy.
No, that's Vance Joseph. He's a Colorado guy.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me look it up.
Dude, shout out Vance Joseph for like loving Colorado so much. He's like, you know what? I'll come back and be the defensive coordinator, even though as a head coach I sucked ass. What are you doing?
I didn't know you'd be able to see that.
It was distracting, dude. I'm kind of like Tyler. I like what you said. A lot of really good things. For those same reasons, I'm in on the Vikings as well. I don't believe in the Bears. I think Kevin O'Connell is a good coach. I don't really trust JJ McCarthy, but I trust the team as a whole. The sum of all the parts gets it done against the Bears.
Wait, he's okay. Yeah, so he did play at Nebraska, 88-91, and then he coached at Omaha North.
Mickey
for a year. Yeah, Mickey Joseph. Wow, I did not know that. The more you know. Interesting. Cool.
The more you know.
Brandon.
He doesn't know what we're talking about. He's lost.
Bears, Vikings.
Vikings.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Packers versus the Giants, the game of the week, some would say. The 2-8 Jameis Winston-led New York Giants, the New York Football Giants against the Green Bay Packers, who are 5-3-1. Packers might stink. Packers might not be very good. I don't know what to make of them. They lose a tough one at home against the Panthers, and then they lose again. Who the fuck did they lose to last week? Line? Who did they lose to last week?
Jaguars.
The Packers?
No, the Eagles.
Oh. Yeah.
The Packers lost to the Eagles. Monday Night Football, 10-7. Yes.
10-7.
Yeah, so they might stink. Also, I don't know if you guys saw this clip, but Jameis Winston in his first press conference being named the starter, he went off on a little Hamilton tangent, and I got fired up, dude. So Tyler, I don't know if Tyler's told you this, but like there's one thing the Sprinkle Boys definitely do when they get a little buzzed or get a little drunk. We watch La La Land. One thing I also do is I throw on Hamilton. I watch it just fucking religiously whenever I'm just fucking hammered. Big Hamilton guy. And so for that reason, I would be an idiot not to start Jameis Winston, right? In fantasy this week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's either him or Davis Mills, and I'm leaning Jameis heavy. I don't care if he doesn't have any weapons. I don't care if he's facing against one of the better pass rushers in the league. Let it rip, brother.
He does have one very big weapon, and that is Nebraska Cornhusker legend Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He did lose Lil Jordan Humphrey, though.
Yes.
Didn't he also lose his head coach this week?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
So that's why Russell Wilson isn't starting.
Yeah,
because
I
Brian
figured.
Daboll's fired.
Who took over? Do we know calling the plays? Was it
remember his name?
Mike Kafka?
So that's the interim. I don't know if he's calling plays though.
Mike Kafka's the interim head coach?
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys know about Mike Kafka?
Sure don't.
I don't
feel like I'm about to.
Oh,
Yeah.
legend. He's an Andy Reid guy.
Oh no.
He got the job based off on.
Hey, thanks for coming out, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in to another episode.
He got his job with the Giants solely just based on being adjacent to Andy Reid, and he wasn't even the OC in KC. He was just the quarterbacks coach, and then he got that job off of that.
So nepotism runs deep, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I
So
guess.
Kafka will remain the play caller. Tim Kelly is our offensive coordinator, so Kafka's calling plays.
Okay. Should be fun.
I don't think the Giants can get it done. I think the Packers will win in a close game, not 6.5, but I would love to see the Giants win, but I think Jameis for an all-time post-game conference will win that for sure. So
Yeah, there's going to be an outfit to be had.
I also met Jameis Winston this year a few months ago, so for the first time, which was pretty cool. I was down in Aruba, and I was at the airport at Aruba and hung out with Jameis for a few seconds, so it was pretty cool.
So now Tyler's blessed.
Really quick, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm frozen right now, so I can't access the game. So Tyler, I need you to pull up the schedule. So looking at the Giants play caller, my computer said no, there's something wrong here. We got to lock you out, buddy.
Okay. I'm going the Packers.
Yeah, give me the Packers.
They're just a better team. That's okay.
The last game on the slate, if you don't have it pulled up, is Texans Titans at 12 o'clock.
And also Bengals Steelers as well.
Oh yeah, true.
I missed that.
Okay.
So
We are
Texans
back.
Titans. I don't want to talk really about this game. The Tennessee Titans are just so sad to watch.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Houston Texans, and they score 3 defensive touchdowns. So if that's a bet that you can make, I would bet that.
To put it in Cam Ward's words, we're asked.
Yeah.
We asked.
We asked.
Parentheses, Titans. We asked. So yeah, the Titans are asked. Give me the Texans.
Same.
Brandon?
Titans.
Brandon? Titans.
Titans.
What
Dude,
the fuck is
this
going
guy-
on with you today, dude?
This guy.
Titans?
All right.
Boy.
Yeah. Bengals Steelers.
Bengals, Steelers. Jamar Chase might have another 20 catches again. I don't know if the Steelers can guard him.
Or T. Higgins. T. Higu.
Yeah.
Steelers, this game's not going to be close to me, in my opinion. Steelers, I think the Bengals are getting ready to have Burrow back, but not this week. So.
Does Aaron Rodgers need to retire?
Yeah. Like last year. He should have retired once he tore his Achilles. I tell you, the Steelers are gonna go 9-8.
Mm-hmm.
And
Have a winning record.
A win this week would help them solidify that 9-8 record.
I kind of think the Bengals are going to win this game. If they win this game, that really keeps their hopes alive for Joe Burrow when he comes back.
No, that's true. Yeah.
What is it? What does the Bengals win? And I guess I gave no context to why I think the Steelers are going to win. But what does a Bengals win look like? Like, what type of game is that? Because there's no defense in Cincinnati.
It's going to be a shootout again, just like the first game. It's going to be 38-35. It's going to be a lot of points. And
So
that's the
talking
only way
about
that the Bengals can win, to me, to be honest.
has Joe Burrow been activated off the IR yet, or is he's practicing?
I think
right,
he's
he can be activated
practicing.
next week.
Yeah.
Still on the IR.
Okay, so let's say he's activated next week. They play the Patriots, then they go at Baltimore, at Buffalo. They play the Ravens again. They play at Miami. They play the Cardinals. They play the Browns. I don't know. I mean, obviously that they don't make the playoffs if they lose this game. I don't know if they make the playoffs even if they win this game. If Joe Burrow comes back next week.
And I don't think they do, but to keep your season alive for at least another week, you got to win this game.
And like we're talking about it being a shootout again. No, it's going to be like a 13-10 game. It's going to be a really sloppy game. I think that field's going to be dog shit. I think there's going to be a lot of penalties. I think there's going to be a lot of turnovers, and it's going to be a defensive kind of slugfest for no reason. It's just the NFL.
Aren't the Steelers doing the same thing though to keep their hopes not alive, but they're leading the division with Baltimore healthy and charging right behind them. I
Oh
think
yeah.
that's like the Steelers' only chance of making the playoffs late could be the fact that they win their division, and I don't know if they're going to win the division. So that's where I'm looking at the motivation enough to show up for this game and just bury. Because if they bury, here's the thing: the Steelers play the Bengals again, right? Or no, they already played.
This is their second game.
Darn it. Okay, that would have been
no.
good.
But hey, don't let facts stop you. Keep going.
Yeah, well, my mind was thinking if you bury them here, the game later won't matter, right?
Yeah,
because you've already buried them, so it's you killed them here. So I don't know.
But no, to your point, the Steelers do have to play the Ravens twice still, and they need to win all the divisional games they can get. I mean, they need to win every single game they can get because they're probably not beating the Ravens twice, but who knows?
They'll probably end up beating them once, though. They always play each other so tough. I don't know. I like the Bengals in this spot for some reason.
I like the Steelers. Brandon?
Bengals.
He's also been frozen for like
for so long.
minutes.
I thought he was fucking with me for a second. I was actually starting to get upset. All right, moving on to the afternoon. Hey guys, almost an hour and a half in. We're moving on to the afternoon games. Look at us moving at a smooth pace.
Yeah.
49ers Cardinals. Brock Purdy might play this week, so the rumors of him just quitting football after getting his contract have been dramatically over dramas. They're not true.
Yep. There you
go. Mac Jones, Tyler's favorite quarterback. Tyler wishes Mac Jones was the Broncos quarterback, and that's facts.
I mean, you compare Bo Nix to Mac Jones one time, and you're just
one time. Brandon, how many times was it?
I will say, as somebody whose blood boils whenever I hear that comparison.
Am I wrong?
If you look at it, it's not trending well.
Yeah.
Not trending in the
what are you talking about? Bo Nix is third in the league in passing touchdowns.
But
also
Bo
he's
Nix
really
also
bad.
Doesn't have Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he also has really bad in all those other metrics too.
I just want Adrian Martinez to start or just play one time.
He's not going to play.
I need Mac Jones to like get hurt a little bit, nothing crazy, just get a little hurt, like twist his ankle for like a drive or two.
They did that already. They did that at the Rams earlier this season. Didn't work.
No, he was faking.
Oh,
Mac Jones was faking.
I
just want my Nebraska Legends to thrive. Pro Big Red.
Okay. I want the 49ers in this game. I don't think the Cardinals have a shot.
I agree. But two moms. You always got to remember two moms.
Yeah, two moms. Trey McBride, shout out. I'm going to skip Rams Seahawks. We'll talk about that one second to last, but Ravens Browns next. The Ravens are inevitable. They're healthy. Lamar Jackson looks good. I think they're going to win this division pretty handily, honestly. I think they win it by a couple games. Give me the Ravens.
I agree. Dylan Gabriel might not be the savior. Actually, not.
But
it's not a might. It's not.
He is getting me a consistent 12 points in fantasy, and that's all I need for my quarterback room, baby. So that's nice. I haven't started him once, but it's good to see off the bench. You know what I mean? You want to see your guys thrive in, low impact spots.
Ravens, outside of Myles Garrett, like breaking Lamar's fibula on Sunday, I think it's Ravens.
Ravens easy.
All right. 7-2 Seahawks going into LA to take on the 7-2 Rams. This one is going to be a fun fucking game.
Yes.
This is going to be a really fun fucking game. I don't know how to break it down because we've already said everything. I mean, I think the Rams and Seahawks were on basically all of our lists. Maybe not yours, Tyler, but of best teams in the league. And the Seahawks one of the best defenses in the league. Rams kind of similar. Like they have a really good fucking defense. Matt Stafford, even though he died a couple months ago, he's playing at an all-pro level. That offense is really fun to watch. Puka Nacua just loves catching the ball up until the 20-yard line. Then Devontae Adams like, all right, sit down, little bro. I got this. Like, this is going to be a fun fucking matchup. Which Sam Darnold are you going to get is important. Can the Seahawks get the rushing game going? That's going to be important. And will Mike McDonald be able to disguise well enough for scheming against Matt Stafford to kind of put him off, get him off rhythm a little bit. So there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of play here.
I'm so sick of the Seahawks running back room. I'm tired of it. Just give Kenneth Walker the ball and get out of the way. How
It's Kenneth
hard is
Walker
that?
third. People forget.
Yes. Yeah. You can definitely talk me into Sam Darnold having a bad week because he hasn't had one really this year. I love the Seahawks. I love them. I am going to go the Seahawks here.
Tyler?
It's tough. I trust Stafford in this.
Mhm.
This is really obviously the two top teams in the NFC right now kind of going after each other. I think for potentially the number one seed, might matter later head to head. It could be a big deal. So give me the Rams in this by. I think the Rams are going to win by more than we think. I think I would take it's 3.5. No, it's 3.5. I think the Rams might win by a touchdown here. So I would definitely take the Rams in this minus 3.5.
I think you have good instinct. And I just sent Brandon a clip. I did see Pastor Tan's podcast. They had Riley Moss on. They were discussing quarterbacks. Riley Moss had a very funny quote about
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you are sorry. She's sorry too. Anyway, Riley Moss had a very funny quote about Matthew Stafford. Is like, don't trust that man. He's got snake eyes, and I thought that was very funny. And like that's my analysis for this game. Matt Stafford has snake eyes. He's part of the Illuminati. He died weeks ago. They revived him. They did the blood cult sacrifice. Give me the Rams in this one. Only because, and so this is a real analysis. The Seahawks really haven't been tested the past couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks have been blowouts. And sometimes you get a little complacent when that happens. You know what I mean? No such thing as a letdown game, but this could be a letdown game.
Yep.
I think that's a testament to them, though. Like, they're not being tested because they're so good. And
that's true.
It's still the NFL, right? So you can go play these subpar teams, but if you're like beating the hell out of them as you should, I don't think that should be discredited.
Roll the clip, Brandon. Roll the clip.
So far in your career, that makes you think, man, there's actually levels here.
Joe Burrow, dog. That game against us last year, dude, like everywhere.
It's
even
really
heavily
levels
contested, like on it.
Dude. Yeah, like pinpoint.
At Stafford's
Josh Allen's interesting.
He's
not going to lose, like whatever it takes on the ground, the clutch throws and stuff.
You know what's funny is I also didn't hear the audio whenever I played the clip. I just read that.
I'm literally watching Stafford look this way.
The no look.
My first game,
you
told me
imagine
as far as reading the quarterback.
How is Pat's
don't look at Stafford's
podcast?
eyes.
Good.
Don't look at
I only
his
see
eyes.
the clips every week. And I mean, it looks like a fun time.
Yeah.
Dude, I always love DBs when they chop it up. DBs chopping it up is always a good time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like anytime Aqib Talib's near a chain, that's you must watch TV. Anytime who is it? Brian Dawkins is near anybody with a football, that's must watch TV. Anytime you see a member of the secondary just doing anything, you gotta get eyes on.
Agreed.
So I have the Rams. Tyler has the Seahawks. Tyler has the Rams. Brandon.
Rams.
Alrighty. Moving on to, the reason why we're all here. Broncos Chiefs at Denver. 8-2 Broncos coming off at a fucking abysmal game against the Raiders. 10-7 final score. People are calling for Bo Nix's head. People are saying that Sean Payton has turned on Bo Nix. Colin Cowherd's getting involved. There's a lot of shit being talked. The Chiefs, like I said, just became Super Bowl favorites. They're hot coming off a bye. Andy Reid off a bye, I think, is almost unbeatable his entire career. This is literally a true test of the Broncos because if they lose this game, they drop to 8-3, but you don't look at them the same as you would a normal 8-3 team. Like you think, they keep skating by, they keep getting lucky, they keep winning these last minute games, only showing up at the fourth quarter. It's going to catch up to them at some points. This is the biggest test I think for the Broncos all season, and for the Chiefs, it's just more of like, can we build momentum for the playoffs? Can we make sure our pieces are right coming out of the bye and start that push towards the Super Bowl like they've been doing the past 4 or 5 seasons?
I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with this game. Here's what I think, and I because the NFL has been so upside down all year long. I think the thing that we're all talking about is going to be obviously can the defense of the Broncos, which is elite, in the NFL, stop the Chiefs and slow them down? And in that whole back and forth, I think the game is actually going to be the opposite of that. I think the Chiefs defense, will it show up? Will it be that high-end defense, and will it just absolutely shut the Broncos down? I don't think the Chiefs defense is elite, but I don't know how the Broncos score points if the Chiefs defense is playing up to what it can be. That's the thing. I don't know. Like, are we racing to 15 points here, or what's happening? So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I do. So, I mean, the Broncos are missing Pat Surtain. They're missing Alex Singleton. They're also missing
J.K. Dobbins, Jonah Ellis.
Yes. J.K. Dobbins was the other name I was thinking of. So the Broncos are missing some guys. So that defense isn't going to be the same. But, I saw Vance Joseph break down his defense and why it works so well. And it was very technical, but I'll try to sum it up and, summarize it really quickly. Basically, what they like to do is they like to show man, but it's an outside in man. So like they match up on the outside and then they show zone inside. So DBs, wide receivers and quarterbacks are so good in the league today. These are his words. Wide receivers and quarterbacks are so good in the league today that if you give cornerbacks two sides of the ball to cover, it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible to predict where they're going. But if you give them one side of the ball to cover and know that they have help somewhere else, it makes it that much easier for every defender. You know what I mean? It makes it that much easier for the linebackers, it makes it that much easier for the safeties because everybody knows where they're supposed to be. And if you have elite level defensive backs Riley Moss, he does get cooked sometimes, but he gets picked on because no one wants to throw at Pat Surtain. And you have Pat Surtain, who is I don't even think it's an argument. He's the best cornerback in the league. So it is very cool to kind of see him break it down and to understand how he calls defense, which is why I'm not that worried that we're missing some key pieces, though those are some pieces you'd like to have when you're facing your biggest division rival and probably one of the biggest games of the year.
It's going to be, to me, this game boils down to corralling Patrick Mahomes in the pocket and getting him on the ground. If you let him, and I was talking to Tyler about this yesterday, if you force him to run around and make plays, he will make plays. There's no if, and, or buts about it. He's going to find somebody wide open, and it's going to be a bad time for the Broncos. So getting to him, not only getting to him, but getting him on the damn ground, which is sometimes one of the more difficult things in football. You just need to get on him and get him on the ground. I would like to think that Travis Kelce isn't as big of a threat as he has been to the Broncos in previous years, but this is a game that he comes alive and he dominates. He finds his way up the seam, sits down in some soft zones and finds the hole, and Patrick just goes there all the game. And then the other caveat too is Rashee Rice. They want to force feed him the ball, get him going. He's going to have as many stats as he would have had if he played the first 6 games of the season. And then Kareem Hunt isn't what he used to be, but he's still a darn good running back. You can't discount him. You got to keep eyes on him. I think our front,
he's lethal. He's violent in small and tight spaces, some would say.
Yeah. Yes, I think our front four
lethal
is good to stop the run. So I'm not super worried about the run per se, but it's keeping your eyes on your guy when Patrick tries to scramble and make plays. So
here's how I know. I'll know that the Broncos are going to lose this game if Mahomes has, which I don't think is possible. We haven't talked about the pass rush yet, which is really the Chiefs O-line versus the pass rush of the Broncos is the matchup of the game, right? If Mahomes has time and he looks comfortable at all in this game, I don't think it's going to be close. I think Mahomes this year, when he trusts his offensive line, he looks comfortable. He looks good. Now that he can also, as you know, the Chiefs could win with him scrambling and doing all that. But I think they want him to be comfortable in the pocket and not run out of it too quickly. He's been known to do that in his career, right? He's trying to make something happen, and he'll just not see open people at times. Because during the Bills game, the biggest critique was they tried to run these long developing routes and try to get people open and scheme people open rather than just hit those quick passes. And I would think that the Chiefs will probably try to go back to that quick passing game, less than 2.5 seconds to get that. I look for Brashard Smith to have a big game here. The rookie 7th rounder or 6th rounder out of SMU. That guy, I think, could be, he'll get a few more touches with Pacheco out. Plus, I think in the screen game, he could be dangerous with some of your guys' injuries, focusing so much on the receivers. So I look for that. And ultimately, if the pass rush can get home, the Chiefs are going to lose. If Mahomes gets on the ground 3 or 4 times in this game, the Chiefs are going to lose this game.
Wow.
That's just in my opinion. So, and you guys are, I think, averaging 5 or 6 sacks a game right now or more. So
I think we're like 10 sacks ahead of the next
46 sacks in 9 games, right?
Yeah, something ridiculous. Like on pace to just demolish that record set by the Bears in the 80s. I've been going back and forth in this game all week in my head. If you would have asked me last Thursday, the Chiefs blow us out. If you asked me last Sunday, the Chiefs beat the fuck out of us. As the week's gone on, I've been thinking, I mean, the Chiefs have had 14 days. The Broncos have had 10 days.
Yeah.
It could always have been like a look-ahead situation, looking past the Raiders, seeing the Chiefs. Big game in Mile High, big game in Denver. We're missing a lot of pieces, but dude, give me the fucking Broncos. Give me the Broncos, man. Let's go.
I think you have to, if Bo Nix is the guy, which I think he can be, you have to believe that he's going to be able to figure it out this week.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this is a Travion Henderson situation with RJ Harvey. Maybe they finally start using him a lot in the game and he just dominates. We'll see how that plays out. And I was talking to Tyler about this yesterday, but Tyler Bidet, he's going to get a lot of snaps because he's really the only one that can protect. And he's going to catch a lot of balls too. Does Trent McDuffie, does he follow the number 1 receiver? Or does he play aside?
Depends on the game. He tends
Okay.
not to.
Okay.
He tends not to. But it'll be interesting to see how much they play the rookie Noel Williams, because they really would love to have Watson and Noel Williams on the outside, and McDuffie is the best slot corner in my opinion in the league. They don't want him to foul, but they haven't in some games. It's kind of been split. They haven't. People actually are critical of Spags because they don't let him travel as much.
Gotcha. So it seems like this game is going to come down to how our young players play. Our first year guys, our second year guys, our third year guys. Talking about Bo Nix, Troy Franklin
legacy game incoming.
Pat Bryant. I'd love to see Pat Bryant get really physical in this game and get the ball a lot. And then you mentioned this. Yeah, you mentioned this earlier. Little Jordan Humphrey, another guy out there to help block on the edge.
Slow as molasses, but he's going to get open somehow.
Yes, he always does. He's going to have a long touchdown probably just because he does. That's just kind of.
Dude, he's like 6'5"? I always thought he was like 5'11".
Yeah, no, he's a big
the
guy.
Little Jordan really skewed my opinion there, but I really thought he was like 5'11", 178. But he's like 6'5", 210.
I need to see Bo have calm feet in the pocket. I need to see him be a little more surgical for us to have a chance of this game. But I do have to take the Broncos here just because I'm a fan, right? Do I believe that they're going to win? Kind of.
Do you believe that?
But it seems it seems like the Chiefs are inevitable in this game. But give me the Broncos.
Oof. All right, I'm going to try to keep this short, as short as I can, respectfully. Andy Reid is 27-4 off the bye. Patrick Mahomes is 11-0 off the bye when the other team he's playing does not have a bye. The only loss off of a bye that Mahomes has, I've heard, is against the Eagles a few years ago. The Eagles also had a bye. I think this is the biggest regular season game for Patrick Mahomes' legacy career. Not like, but just from his legacy perspective, I think this is the biggest game that will turn. I think this could be, if this is the end of like the Chiefs' dominant run, this is what it looks like. The Broncos winning on Sunday, and the Chiefs, whether they skate into the playoffs at 11 and whatever, or 10 and whatever, maybe they do, but it's not the same Chiefs. It's not the same dominant things. And for that reason, I'm not going to bet against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes in that sort of situation, I'd be stupid to. I'm going to call the game. It's going to be 24-16, 4 minutes left.
Whoa, we're doing scores? You can't just start dropping scores after we made picks, dude.
This is the narrative. 24-16, 4 minutes left. Broncos has the ball. Bo Nix has the ball, goes down to tie the game, and there's some sort of turnover, and the Chiefs pull it out in the end and win it 24-16. That's my prediction. It's about a touchdown away, but the Broncos have a chance, and it's going to be way too close for comfort in the end.
Just like that first game last year when you guys had to block that kick to beat us.
Well, that's the type of stuff. If you look at the way the Chiefs won the last year, everybody, as you guys know, they really pulled a lot of things out, and I think there's a potential for this game to be wide open. There's no scenario where the Broncos, I think, blow the Chiefs out. I think there's a very good scenario where the Broncos win a close game, field goal or whatever. I just don't think what it would mean for the Broncos after a win versus what it would mean for a Chiefs after that. I mean, it's a crazy thing for this year, truly. And so I just can't see the Chiefs letting it go. So give me the Chiefs, baby. Give me the Chiefs all day.
This is just a huge game. Because normally when we go into these matchups, it's a big game for the Broncos and the Chiefs. It doesn't matter, really.
Right.
This is the first time in a long time that this is a huge game for both teams. So this is just going to be a really, really fun game. I can't wait to watch it.
So I just got so fucking fired up talking about this game. Yeah. Like I got that fire in my belly, dude. I'm ready to fucking go.
Yeah, I haven't been this excited about a regular season game in so long.
All right, fuck you, dude.
But next week I'm fired up too for the Colts.
Wake me up when the playoffs happen, head ass.
But I'm with you. Isn't it interesting though? Like people were talking about this division being the best or one of the best in the NFL, and it just didn't seem like that last year. And this year, these teams have really stepped out. We don't know what the Chargers are, but the Broncos are in the playoffs no matter what, right? Barring just an absolute colossal collapse, right?
Yeah, I'm not ready to say
dude, you know we're Mets fans, right? You know what we just dealt with the last 6 months.
I do.
My God, man. Read the room.
I do. I'm sorry. I do have to say something though, because I've got a planned I got to go for a run. This is my long run Saturday, so I got to knock that out. But I just want to make a quick statement about Aaron Judge MVP, if that's all right with everybody. I think it is. To me, it was Aaron Judge the whole time. I don't think there was a dispute. It was honestly closer than I expected to be for Cal, and I give Cal Raleigh all the props in the world. Phenomenal season, probably the best season for a catcher of all time. But if you look at the history of the MVP awards in the MLB, there's never been a situation where the up and coming person, like this new emerging star, has won over the legacy person when their stats were similar. You can look back for 50, 60 years and see example after example. They're going to go with, I will say this, next year, Cal could potentially, if Aaron Judge were to fall off and there's nobody else that emerges, if Cal has a similar season next year, he would probably get it. Maybe even if they had the same years next year, Cal would get it. But they're not going to give it to the emerging person over the guy who's been consistent. 3 out of 4 years of MVP. He won it over Ohtani in 22. He won it over Bobby Witt in 24. And this year, of course, over Cal. I think it's the right decision. I think it's the right thing for baseball to have our consistent elite players win the awards rather than reward one and dones to sort of superheroes. So that's my pitch. Of course, it's all about the pinstripes for me.
It's like boxing. You got to knock the champ out if you want to be the champ. You can't tie the champ, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we respect that. If anything, baseball still has, there's just a different level of respect in the game of baseball and the history of what people have done. And it means, I don't know, stats are really important in all sports, but baseball is just, it's always been synonymous with stats and what it means. So, I feel bad for Cal. Great season. Great for Mariners fans. I think overall good for baseball. Let's get more stars. But, go Yankees. Go Bombers.
Well, that's where you lost me. I was with you the whole time. Now I'm against you, unfortunately.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, if the NBA had that same type of nostalgic and mindset, Nikola Jokic would have 5 straight MVPs.
That's true. Well, and LeBron, I don't think LeBron would have ever stopped winning.
LeBron
MVP.
would have had 10. Now that you bring it up,
Yeah.
And look at the culture of the NBA though. That's who they are, right? They're more like hip and relevant and they want the next best thing and they promote their players that way. Baseball, maybe it's for worse that they don't do that, but
Or just like announcing all these awards at like 6:30 on a random Wednesday. It's like I don't even know. Like I work for the news and I just see the AP News alert. I don't even see like it on TV. I just see they just get an AP News flash. Like, oh, this person just won this person just won MVP. This person just won Gold Gloves. Like, oh, thanks MLB.
Why did they do that over 5 days? Why did they announce awards
every year? Dude. It doesn't make any sense. Like, just do an award show. Just do an award show. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, crazy.
But Tyler, appreciate you coming on, buddy.
Yes.
You're welcome back anytime.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. I didn't anticipate being this long. I thought I would just get to take a hot.
Yeah, that's we always say we're going to keep it a tight 30, and it always becomes a tight 120. So
hour 33 minutes with a 10-minute.
I will say though, this is way longer than we normally go.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
this is outrageous.
Normally we don't actually dissect the games this much. But like I said, rivalry week. There's a lot of big matchups. There's a few that we skipped over, but yeah, I mean it's good analysis from the boys today.
At the very least, I'll come back in baseball season and give you a hot take on the Yankees. So.
There you go.
There we go.
Enjoy
Perfect.
it.
Or just come back during free agency to talk about how every single person's going to be a Yankee soon. So sign everybody.
And they won't spend again. So, okay. Here we go.
All right. Later, buddy. Enjoy your run.
Thank you.
I had some. I know he had to go but I had some shit to say about this whole legacy thing. I'm not going to lie to you. We was talking about just fucking. Then why call it the MVP, most valuable player of the season? Just call it the most valuable player of all time. Like I just don't understand what he's talking about there.
But he's not wrong though.
He's not wrong.
That's how
he's not wrong.
Thinks.
Which
it's
very. Dumb. I hate it.
It's a very like romantic and like follow the rules kind of sport.
Mm-hmm.
So what he's saying is not wrong. Is it a good thing? No, I don't think so. But he's not wrong.
We got to get out of here. We
Yeah.
We have 2 games left. Lions, Eagles. Fuck, this is another good one. Eagles coming off a fucking poor performance. Lions coming off a shit stomping against the Commanders. Eagles at home. Sunday Night Football. I want to take the Lions, but I kind of think the Eagles are going to win.
Lions. Jameson Williams.
I think the Lions as well. I think the Lions are going to win this game.
I think Jameson Williams legacy game.
I need him.
Okay.
I love that.
Just for my own my universe, this is very important.
I think it comes down to something else. Sorry.
It's been a weird year.
No, that you've done it to yourself. It's not like.
I mean, I'm happy I've made the moves that I did with the team that I had. Because if I didn't make any moves, my team would be better, but it wouldn't be championship better.
I'm shocked I haven't gotten a Garrett Wilson trade yet. I'm shocked you haven't requested Garrett Wilson from me yet.
I don't need wide receivers. I have so many wide receivers, and I have Isaiah Davis as my starting running back, or whoever's backing up Breece Hall these days. I've got maybe 10 production points out of my running back room the last 2-3 weeks combined. It's been a disaster.
All right, Tyler, continue with your analysis.
I think the Lions are going to do a better job at stopping Saquon Barkley than the Eagles will be at stopping Jahmyr Gibbs. And I think that's what this game comes down to. They're going to force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball around, and I don't know that he is good enough as a passer to beat the Lions in this game. So give me the Lions.
All right, I'll take the Lions. Why not? Fuck it. Okay, thank God. We don't have to talk about this game. Cowboys, Raiders.
Yep.
Give me the Cowboys.
Cowboys. Yep. Perfect.
Brandon?
Bang. I think he stepped away.
But he's...
That's why he's frozen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's the only one that can end the show now.
Ooh. Breaking news. The Broncos are wearing sunset orange jerseys tomorrow.
Is that... I'd rather wear the Blues. Have we wore all blue yet once?
Yeah. I don't think
Sunset's
so.
just our normal home jerseys, right? That's what that is. Did you make a fucking wallpaper of you frozen just so you could step away?
No.
That's what it looks like.
I respect the integrity of the show too much to take a snippet of myself in this box, set it as an image, and overlay it in.
All right, real quick. So 2 things. Broncos are wearing sunset orange jerseys. Thoughts?
Sick.
I would rather the Blues, but whatever. Raiders, Cowboys, who wins?
Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb legacy.
Okay.
I need him to score about
All
60 points for me to win this week.
I really want to ask you guys if there's any good college football games. I'm not going to do that. Anything else though? We good?
ESPN is back on YouTube TV.
Thank God.
Yes. We're back.
Can't wait for an email from YouTube in about 2 months letting me know that my membership
is $120 a month now.
It's all right. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, checking out the. If you have any comments on the new setup, or if you have any critiques or anything, please feel free to leave a comment. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you all next week.
Big man blast stories, 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 big man blast stories.